Hello, I'm Chris, this is Gross Models, and this is issue 15 of Hachette's Build the Terminator T800. So, let's see what we've got this time round. We've got a small tray of parts, which are the other side of the head brain thing, the last finger for the hand, and that's it. Now this one comes with the tubes that you need to put the fingers together. They haven't given me the upgraded tubes to sort out the other fingers yet, but I'm sure they'll come along at a later date. I'm not going to get them all out quite yet. Basically, we've got bits of finger screws, which I will be using momentarily, the little pins, the plate, and that's the tubes and fingertip and other things. I don't know why one's separate to the other, but we'll get to that later. Let's have a look. First up, we're doing the inside of the head brain thing. Let's get all of that ready there. We're basically, if you remember how we did last time, this piece is metal, this piece is plastic, but it doesn't really matter. Once it goes in there, it looks fine. And we're holding that in place with a screw either end, just the same as the other side. We've got 3 screws in there, obviously one spare, which I'll put aside for now, 2 that I'm going to be using. So we get the first one in a bit, get the second one in a bit, and then we can tighten them both down when we're sure they're lining up okay. There you go. So that's that. There we go. We'll put that into the head at a later date. This will need, say, the wash and tidying up, which will be in the upgrades video. Put that aside for now to get rid of my bits of rubbish. And then we can start on the fingers, or the finger rather. There's only one finger this time, which is the finger that we've done previously. It says glue the fingertip on with a little bit of glue, which I will do. I'll do that last though. I'm not going to start with the fingertip. I'll put that as the last bit. Let's get this bag open. There we go. That's that one open. Get rid of that rubbish now. Oh, get rid of all of that. Then we've got the 4 bits of the other side of that. I'll put them in that side. Quite nice this tray. I like using this to keep bits. And for some reason that bit's separate, so let's put that in with those as well, so we know that they're different. Okie dokie. Right, so it's just to glue the fingertip on, but as I say, I'm not going to do that quite yet. I'm going to see how it fits. That's, yeah, not very tight. It's on there, but it's not that tight. I will add a dab of glue on there to hold that in place. Now let's have a look. These 3 were all the same, and that one was different. That's why it's in a different tube. So we'll get one of the normal ones. We'll put the tube on the outside of that. Actually, while I'm doing that, I might as well do that with the other ones as well, because we're going to have to do it with them sooner or later. And the less pieces I've got floating around, the less chance I've got of having accidents and losing them and doing things with them. So that's those done. We'll get that one and the next bit, a small section. No, that's the bit that goes on the other end. It's the smaller one of those that we need. There we go. So that goes through there. We'll put that through that side according to the instructions. So it goes through our little bit first on our fingertip, and through and home, and then through that bit as well. Just like last time, this is a nice tight fit. I just realised I'm not on camera with it, but I shall move up a bit and do that. And push that through, so that's home, and then the little peg bit goes in the other side. I'm actually going to use a pair of pliers to squeeze that home, because I don't want that bit coming out like that. See, just like that, it comes out like that. It does say a little pin to the glue that in place, so I will do that as well. I'll get some glue ready because I'm going to be using that in a minute. But for now, let's get the other bits done so we know what we're doing. Basically putting that bit through there as well with another one of these, which again goes through the first side first. Actually, this one's got it going through that side first, so let's follow along with the building the instructions. We'll get that through there. There we go. Push that through onto the table. There you go. That seems to be a better way of doing it, because if I mark the inside of this, it's not a problem, whereas if I mark the outside of the pin, that's more of a problem. So there you go, that's that through there, and then that goes through there as well. I'm not even going to bother trying to put the little pin on there because I know it's going to be an issue. And this piece goes on, we say the triangular bit is the bit that is attached to the palm. So we'll put that through that side first on this one. See, there you go, they just switch around which side you use first. Don't think they really know. Push that all the way through, then that goes on the top. See, I haven't glued any of these bits together yet, so let's push that through a bit further. That's better. Okay, then we've got the last one, is the one that holds it onto the palm, which I've prepared here. I should actually use the instruction manual and make sure that that's what we're doing. Yeah, apart from not having glued the bits on there yet, which I shall do momentarily, that's that one good to go. So that will be going on to there, like that, with that tube, which goes through, that goes... That's interesting, I put that one on the wrong side. Look, that's on the upside, it should be on the underside and the other way around. So I'll take that off and change that round as well. We'll get that through there. Once again, forcing it through. Definitely better with these plastic tubes. They fit tighter, but they do still turn. There we go. Gently but firmly. Gentle but firm, and it hasn't marked that. That's that with that on the inside. Yeah, you need to glue them. And then I'll get the glue out and do that. So I'll find the glue, I'll get them glued on in place in there, and then we'll see what we've got. So, putting the glue in, I've got a little blob of glue which I'll put on my little plastic holder there. I'm going to use a cocktail stick and just get some and put it just in the middle of that hole. I don't want to get it onto the plastic tube because that still needs to rotate. Then we drop that in there and let that set. Do the others. I've glued the little tip on, so that's okay there. I'll get the rest of them done. There's no need to film it because, you know, you see me do it before. So we have a completed hand, except for the looseness of some of these where I adjusted a couple of them but they didn't work for all of them. So we're waiting on tubes for some of those. These two fingers have got the tubes, which are why they're nicer. They seem to work fine. The thumb's not too bad, the first finger's not too bad, it's that one that seems to be the loose one, but as I say, hopefully we'll be getting tubes for all of these anyway. So that's that, all done. That's the skull bit done. I'm sure we'll be attaching this very shortly. Having a quick flick through the rest of the magazine, we've got Star Trek First Contact, which is a film I've seen. The Future of American Crewed Spaceflight. Part 1, obviously the shuttle, ISS, and the shuttle. That'll be a fairly interesting read. And next time, after we're back, begin the assembly of the first lower arm. So maybe we won't be doing that quite yet. I'll put that aside for now. We've got more bits for the lower arm to go together, so that'll be quite cool. So thanks for watching. See you soon. Stick around for the next bit, away from the Terminator. And we'll see you soon for next issue, 16. Bye bye.